Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism, and this video is going to be some signs of covert narcissistic behaviour. Now when it comes to covert, most narcissistic people can act in covert ways as they are looking to keep their true selves and their behaviour hidden from society, hidden from those around them, hidden from their friends and family, so that they can continue doing as they please with no regard to how it affects those around them. They feel entitled to do as they please. They feel incredible envy towards people they perceive to be doing better than them and seek to try to take those people down, yet they don't want to take responsibility for their behaviour as they are arrogant enough to believe that they're the ones who are always in the right. And with their grandiosity, they are seeking that external validation that they are right and everybody else is wrong. And within their envy, one of their covert passive aggressive behaviours is when they give people those backhanded compliments, when they turn around and say, "Oh, you'd look good in that if you lost a bit of weight. Wow, congratulations. Didn't think you were capable of doing that." As if you've managed to achieve that, as if they've done this. "Oh, your hair looks better than it did yesterday. Wow, didn't think you'd be able to lift that." So it's almost like they're praising you, but there's that subtle dig within it. And if you try to speak to them about this, they're going to gaslight you and accuse you of imagining things, reading too much into things, overthinking everything. When in reality they're envious of you, so they seek to have that sly dig, and it's only if you become aware and call them out that they don't want to take responsibility or change that behaviour. They just want to blame you for being too sensitive, and they're always going to play the victim. So if you do try to call them out on a backhanded compliment, they're going to turn around and claim, "Oh look, I can't even give you a compliment without you taking it the wrong way." So you're the one that feels ashamed, you're the one that feels bad, you're the one that tries your best to make it up to them for the things they're doing to you. They're going to turn around and accuse you of never taking their side when they're envious of another person, so they're pulling that person down, and you try and just point out a different perspective, trying to get them to see the positive within a situation. They're going to accuse you of attacking them. They're going to accuse you of, "Oh, I knew you'd take their side. You never take my side." Because in the narcissist's mind, if things aren't going their way, they're the victim and everyone should pander to their needs. Another one of their passive-aggressive, covert, manipulative techniques is to withhold attention, affection and support. In the idolization, in the love bombing, they might shower you with attention, affection and support to build up your hopes, to influence you into believing they're someone who would be there for you as you would be there for them. However, when they feel some form of criticism, such as you calling them out on that backhanded compliment, they are going to withhold affection from you. They're going to fall silent on you, to punish you for daring to just try to communicate with them. Most genuine people can communicate their thoughts and their feelings and their opinions and debate and learn a different perspective and agree to disagree and to let one person live their life while the other goes and lives their life. When it comes to a narcissistic person, you can just state your point of view in a format that isn't attacking them, that is just stating your belief on something. It's not belittling their belief or anything like that. It's just standing up for yourself, and they take offence to you standing up for yourself. Thus, they will then turn around and attack your character. They'll attack you personally. And they will make it personally to try and get that rise from you, that reaction from you, so that you look like the bad one and they can blame everything on you. And the reason they do this, the reason they attack you personally is because they don't have a valid argument. They just want people to agree with them. And when people don't agree with them, they want people to look poorly on the person who hasn't agreed with them. And they're extremely condescending. So they will stir the pot. They will personally attack you to get you going, to wind you up. And once they've got you to that point, they'll tell you that you're the one who needs to calm down. Or they claim that they would never behave in such a way as to what you're behaving because they see themselves as perfect. And they will often say, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you were perfect. Because you know you're not. We know we make mistakes. Part of growth. It's those who learn from their mistakes who you want to spend your time around. Those who don't take responsibility for their own mistakes, those who make you feel like you're to blame for their mistakes, you want to distance yourself from. And with narcissistic people and their covert ways and their double standards, the hypocrisy, they are more than happy to tear shreds off you. They are more than happy to attack your meaning, your intentions, your credibility, your reasoning. They're more than happy to pull you down rather than having that genuine debate with you because they don't have the argument. They want to tear shreds off you. They want to offend you. They want to upset you. They want to hurt you. So they can then turn around and claim that you're the one who's playing the victim. You're the one that's being too sensitive. Oh, it's not nice, is it, when somebody does that to you? And this is usually down to the fact that they are highly sensitive to criticism. You just stood up for yourself or claimed your perspective on something and they took it as a personal attack, even though it was nothing to do with them as a person. So instead of listening to you or asking a question about it, they jump on the defensive and attack you to feel better about themselves. They're also very good at putting themselves down in order to play the victim. They are very good at turning around with those, oh, you never take my side. They are also very good at turning around saying, oh, I can never do anything right, can I? So that you try to pick them up because you're a supportive person who wants to see them do well, who wants to see those you care for achieve something. You run around after them, picking them up all the time as they continually pull themselves down to gain that attention from you, to feel better about themselves because they've got that self-serving empathy, the very woe is me, everybody's out to get them, everyone's trying to attack them. They take things to the extreme. We can all have a different point of view. Narcissistic people take things to that extreme. They covertly create the conflict and then they stand back and watch the show. They impress strangers because outside of the home, they're looking for that validation. They're looking for that attention. They're looking for that alibi that they are a genuine person. They are a kind person. So when those in the home, when their closest family speak out against them, people can't believe what their family is saying about them because they're so nice, they're so generous, they're so helpful to the outside world because they'd rather impress a stranger than care for their own family because they're not impressing the stranger. They are gaining that alibi. They're gaining the attention. They're gaining the praise. They're gaining the validation. And if it's all possible, they're punishing their family. And another thing a narcissist will do to covertly get away with their behaviour is to fall silent on you, to ghost you, to fail to communicate with you, which naturally can wind you up because you want to have that conversation with them. You care about them. So even when there is conflict or disagreements or distance, You're still trying to get along with them, to understand them. They don't want to get along with you. They don't want to understand you. They want you to misunderstand them in a way that works in their best interest. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, the best way to deal with them is don't. Leave them to it. When you're dealing with people who feel entitled to do as they please, with a willingness to exploit people to get their own way and hurt people they are envious of and arrogant enough to believe nothing is ever their fault, and they lack the empathy to care about who they hurt, you're not going to be able to get them to see how their behaviour is in the wrong, because they fail to take responsibility for their behaviour at each and every turn, because they just pass the blame over to somebody else. They shame somebody else. They destroy somebody else. And they put that much fear into those who can see what the narcissist is doing that no one dare stand up to them. Because if you stand up to them, you're going to get destroyed by them. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, the best way is don't deal with them. No dare. Don't defend yourself to them. Don't argue with them. Don't rationalize. And do not explain yourself to narcissistic people. You are literally giving them the ammunition, and they are going to use your explanations against you to hurt you all the more. No, contact is always best. If not, limited contact and grey rock. Any covert behaviours you notice, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.